Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to KTEEN Implosion. Never lose hope. And it's time for us to probably wrap this game up. Actually, mess something up. There are not 5 chapters. There are 4 chapters plus the Uncle's side story, which was free DLC in 2000 and at the end of 2015.
Cool.
So there's only 4 chapters. That means we're nearing the end of this game. And for $12, you can't miss out on Implosion on the Nintendo Switch. It's amazing.
This is one of the coolest games.
And it's such a great transition
right
from mobile to the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that some people think, oh, this is a mobile game. That's just the platform it's on. This game is awesome on any platform.
I can't read you. Control is not responding.
Looks like it's just you and me, kiddo.
Where are you?
I'm at a console, trying to deactivate the base defenses. You're not far off the final relay node. It was placed on a build deck last time I saw it. Miller would never take it out of the volcano.
I'm on it.
Now I've got company again. I'm gonna let you work, kid. Be safe.
Thanks. You too.
Family reunions.
Aww.
So what makes this so interesting for Jake is basically dive piloting. His consciousness is inside that of the robot, so he's not really there. And back on the surface, or in his jet, the AI of the suit is inside his brain. So it's like they switch places.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I was actually...
Oh, the AI of the suit goes to his ship?
Yes, Implosion was actually pretty big in Japan as a mobile game.
Whoa.
So, I mean, I actually thought this was a completely different developer, but this is a Asian developer, and they had a lot of information on Implosion. Now I had to, translate from Japanese to English, and Google Translate isn't always the best source to do that.
Yeah.
But reading their website, you get a lot of interesting information about the characters and Jake himself. Jake is only 23 years old, and Diana, the, person who pilots Crimson, is only 22 years old. And she actually likes Jake.
Wow.
And Zoe might be AI. Like, they didn't really confirm whether or not she was a person or not.
Right.
But they're trying to protect, basically, this ship that houses the remains of Earth civilization. And it's not just only one civilization. The ship is, I'm trying to remember, there's like 2 races that survived. And one of those races is trying to wipe out the humans that are left on Earth. So the second game, which might come out, might not, is going to be based around something that happens in this game, where you're not fighting aliens anymore.
Interesting. Now I'm curious. So they might make another...
Well, they've been working on a sequel for some time.
Wow.
According to a lot of Reddit posts and stuff like that. I had to go to the Japanese Google and read a bunch of things because I thought this was like a Western developer or something like that trying to do anime, but in reality it was a Japanese developer who made this game.
Cool.
And that's why you get so many influences from like Gundam and Robotech and Macross and all kinds of stuff. Evangelion.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's one reason I really like the game, because not only does it look really awesome, has, cool gameplay, the graphics look cool, and the suit looks amazing, but the story behind it is really intriguing, and I think that's what makes the game really interesting.
Well, Earth is basically like this floating husk of a planet. I mean, part of it has been frozen over. Part of it has like all these volcanic problems, and it was pretty much destroyed with the alien invasion. There were probably maybe, we'll say 10,000 people survived, like on the planet itself, that didn't evacuate. And it was because of these masking agents from the aliens. Now, what they're saying here is that Dr. Miller and his wife Goldie went insane, joined with the alien race, which Goldie was that weird spider creature lady that we fought.
Oh, okay, right.
So they joined with the alien races and merged the human technology with the aliens' technology, which is kind of like these cockroach-like creatures from like Men in Black or something. That's the best way to explain it. And they're trying to destroy not just the humans on this planet, but from what I've gathered from the previous episode, and I had to go through and replay that level again just to kind of understand what's going on, because
Right.
the story is not really something that you're going to be able to pick up your first time playing the game. I mean, you're going to have to dive into it a couple times, and like I said, I did my best to level up my character and stuff like that, and that was after a couple days of playing this, and I'm only at a level 18, which that's kind of the best I can do. Somehow the maximum is 30, but I have no idea how to gain XP in this game. So, I mean...
Right, yeah, well, I mean, it takes a while, and, you know, for a channel that covers a bunch of different games, we don't have, like, weeks to sit there and upgrade and stuff, so...
I would love to, though.
I know, it's a game that you enjoy playing. I remember you were playing some other stuff, and I thought, you know, why don't we just play this instead, because, you know, this is more fun. This is one of the most fun games that we're playing right now, so...
Yeah, but anyway, back to the story a little bit. So, the Millers, what they're trying to do is, since there's an away team, like Star Trek term, with Avalon and Crimson in the Nightwing orbiting the Earth, trying to find these beakers that we're sending out a distress signal. These beakers, in turn, what they're really doing is they're trying to trick the away team into basically showing the location of where the floating city is in space, so that the aliens can go there and destroy the remains of human civilization. Because in order for these aliens to survive, they have to merge with the human race.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that there's so many stories where there's like an evil thing taking over, and then the humans end up becoming part of them. Like some of the humans end up joining them, and it's like kind of like a Saruman thing where he's like, oh, the darkness is too great, like I had to join them and help them, and that's like kind of how it is, I think.
But you can already see how Earth is changing. Like the aliens, these things are basically like dinosaur hybrids that have been like long extinct, you know, but the alien DNA merging with what's left of life on Earth is basically doing all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a warlike race, too. That's why these mutant beings, like, have weapons and guns and flamethrowers and stuff, like, attached to their bodies through the technology.
Yeah, they're just like a race that just takes over other races. It's like,
The best thing that I can think of that this race is, besides the Men in Black reference, the Spider-Man symbiote in the comics, like the Venom suit, that attaches to a human host and then improves upon it.
Right.
Minus the whole, you know, techno-organic stuff.
Yeah.
So that's basically what they are.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really awesome storyline, kind of even like good versus evil kind of thing, like you're fighting for humanity and humankind. It's really kind of cool.
But what we've expressed before is there actually is danger with Jake being out in the field. Because, I mean, while his suit is amazingly powerful, his brain is essentially inside of that suit.
Yeah.
Or his consciousness is. So if anything happens to that suit, it would send a, you know, thing back up to his body to just make it brain dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah, so it's like...
There's always, like...
online thing where
yes.
you just cut it off.
Yeah, there's no way out. The only way out is to bring the suit back and detach the human from, like, all those matrix wires.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's fascinating. I didn't know all this stuff. I was just like, wow, this is a really cool mobile game. And it has, like, you know, all these facets to the story that, I mean, you have to go to Japan, like, to understand, like, because they market things better than we do.
Right, so there is a lot more to the story than you can even see in the game, really. So, yeah.
It's a lot more. But this was a paid game at one point, and then before it came to the Switch, like, the game was free on mobile devices like iOS and Android. It originally was, like, you know, pay it, but then they changed that because the game came out in, like, 2014, 2015, something like that, and it was kind of like an episodic thing where they would keep releasing chapters, I believe, I think is what the website said, so...
Yeah.
Like, some of the game, like, the 4th chapter is relatively new, about a year old.
Right.
But what's cool about it is most mobile games, they don't let you go through and, like, replay levels without, like, costing you something, like energy or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is a game that, from what I've read and, like, talked to forum people, this is a game that takes a very long time to grind, and actually, I think we're going to be one of the first YouTube channels to actually finish a Nintendo Switch version of Let's Play on this game.
Yeah, I am really glad it came to the Switch, because it's a lot easier for us to,
I wouldn't know about this, like, mobile-wise.
yeah, first of all that. I mean, it's really nice, it's really easy to play on your TV on the Switch, whereas on your tablet it's a lot smaller, but it looks great on the TV. It doesn't really look... The graphics still look amazing.
Well, tablets have come a long way, though.
Yeah, and, you know, I think... You know, you get to play it with your controller instead of poking the screen of your tablet, so... I mean, I don't know, it's great. And it's easier for us to capture and stuff, so... I like it. I'm really glad it came to the Switch. I hope they put more tablet games onto the Switch, because it's much easier for us to showcase.
Yeah. Supposedly, if Implosion 2 is in beta right now, that means we should get some type of... Like, in beta for, like, Android and iOS or whatever.
Yeah, right.
We should get some confirmation probably in a year or two if it'll come to the Switch or not. Because if it was so easy to post it, you know, from the mobile to the Switch, then chances are, you know, it'd be pretty easy to bring it over again.
Yeah.
And I want to see more mobile games and a mobile partnership with Nintendo, like, with that happening. Because, I mean, this is a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, like, with a lot of people not putting their...
master export relay station. Looks like Miller was using this to teleport heavy machinery around the volcano.
That's how he built all this, by himself. And with an army of robotics. I'm activating the teleport relay remotely. You're getting closer with every beat.
Yeah. So, like, with a lot of people not putting their games on the Switch, maybe Nintendo could go with...
More mobile
like,
games.
oh, fine, you know, and they're gonna put our games there on the Switch, fine, we'll do a bunch of tablet games that are awesome, because there's a lot of great tablet games out there.
I would love to see controls for Power Ranger Legacy Wars on the Switch.
Oh, yeah,
that'd be fantastic. Because everybody's wanted a new Power Ranger game. I mean, you know, most of these mobile games have been ported over to the Switch. They have all new control mechanics. So that was the badges that we had to do for the last light level, but wasn't able to do it. And I don't think, guys and gals, that we'll get to unlock the cool mobile suits, like the additional ones, the really OP things. Just because, I mean, this game is a major grind. It really is, but it's so much fun. So I've really enjoyed my time with this game. And I would really, I mean, I fought really hard to get those level 20 and level 19 abilities, but I can't use them because I'm still only a level 18.
Oh, yeah.
Even just to gain, like, 3 or 4 levels, it took, like, 6 hours. For both Crimson and Avalon. Crimson was the hardest one to level up, so what I did is I just fought the big monsters.
I see.
See, insufficient. I can't use it. But this one, I mean, I like the guitar thing because it has that big bubble that you can call in, and then I use that to stop time and beat up enemies. I get a lot of combo hits in.
Okay.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I don't really use the shield all that much because it doesn't really work that well. And I've kind of gotten rid of the lock mechanism, like the hacking tool, because I wanted to focus more on increasing our armaments, like making us stronger and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so that was the plan. I mean, if it worked out, it worked out. If it didn't, no big.
Yeah, I really like how I mean, I think I already said this before, but I really like how this...
The menu system?
Yeah, the menu system looks really cool.
Okay, so that is to help us do something.
Yeah, I mean, you've done a great job grinding and everything, and...
I had so much fun with this game. I really
like
feel like
watching you
we're
play it.
we're winding down now. Just because, I mean, I know there's no 5th chapter now, like, outside of the bonus stuff.
Right. Yeah, so we're nearing the end of this, and maybe we'll play the
Uncle
DLC.
storyline? Yeah, we'll see.
would be
Yeah, basically it is DLC, if you think about it, because it's an additional thing.
Yeah. Is it included in the price of the game for the Switch, or...?
The Switch game has everything.
Oh, okay, so the Switch game has everything together.
They've even added, like, I don't know if this was in the mobile one or not, but supposedly after you beat the game, you unlock kind of like a VR challenge mode where you can go through and try your best to defeat all the enemies in the game in, like, kind of like an arena setting.
Oh.
And I think you can actually earn experience
Can you
too.
hear me?
No.
Got you.
The computer isolated a frequency that works in there. What's your status?
You haven't missed anything. John and I are just playing ball.
Jake?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. The end of the world just brings out my sense of humor. I'm en route to the final beacon. Jonathan is shadowing me.
The Super Aza is 80% through its gravity climb. You need to disable the driving signal now.
We'll find it. Nobody gets the best of two Carlaways.
Okay, so the end of the world is happening again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it seems.
I liked his sense of humor though. Whoa!
I know, right? That he can joke around even though it's near the end of the world.
Well, I mean, you know, his mind is inside of a robot. That has to feel so weird though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Be
it
like
does.
Metallo, you know?
Yeah. I can't really relate at all.
No.
Since I've never been in a robot before.
Location. He's waiting for you on the rock platform. Say hi from me.
Say hi. Okay.
That guy's so intense.
Well, I mean, he's been on Earth for 20 years fighting enemies
Yeah.
inside of a mech suit.
He's so intense, he doesn't have time to comb his hair.
Raymond, whatever deal you made with Thandius to take over Gaia, they backed out. They're planning to kill you and steal your XADA control technology.
You think I don't know that? I see everything. This all started as payback for the Adrillians running from Earth, stealing the new planet for themselves. But then it became so much more.
Uh-oh.
I joined with the XADA Queen's mind. And now I see our destiny. All of us will unite with the XADA.
Avalon, the last beacon is coming from Dr. Miller's body. We cannot take him out from here.
Avalon, this is your kill order. Erase him. The Aza is in the sky.
Okay, so they just mentioned two factions, the Thandius and the Adrillians.
Oh.
I think he's with the Adrillians.
Whoa, this guy decided to become an alien and then he turned into a giant slug?
Yeah, well,
Ugh, so that's what you get for being evil.
yeah, totally. Why is it the scientists are the ones that always fuse with the aliens that are invading the world?
It's like they get so taken over by the pursuit of science that it, like, clouds their mind.
Yeah, it seems like that.
It's just...
I mean, I couldn't really understand, like, the background to the story, but I believe that the scientists kind of invoke the end of the world, too, by, you know,
yeah.
researching these aliens.
You know what I...
Called the doom down upon themselves.
Yeah, you know what I find so funny is in a lot of these kind of stories, they always think they need to give in to the darkness, but if they had just, like, stood their ground and tried to beat off the aliens, then they literally give the aliens a better chance of defeating them, like, because they get scared and they think, oh, I'm gonna have to merge with them and help the aliens, but in reality, they might have had a chance if they just stuck with humanity.
Totally.
But they never learn.
Nope.
That's what makes it so satisfying at the end, if the good guys win, is that they realize, oh, well, they, you know, the few humans left still won, because humanity always triumphs.
Never underestimate the human spirit. Because it is different than, anything in the world. Come on!
Yeah, because the aliens don't have anything like that. They're just, like, slash and burn, taking over planets and stuff.
Why is it, too, like, all levels end in volcanoes? You know?
I know, fire.
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Alright, this is an annoying boss fight. It's not too difficult, though. I mean, if this is the final boss, I'm kind of disappointed. But it feels like the final boss. It said the end of the world. See, this ability is definitely my favorite, because you bring up this force field that puts the enemy in stasis, and you can just chip away at them like it's nothing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, I mean, if you guys are struggling with this part of the game, definitely do that. Or, if you've unlocked Crimson, then use Crimson, and, you know, the game will basically play itself.
Yeah.
'Cause Crimson has that amazing super move.
Oh,
It's just,
I know.
like, so cool, where she, like, calls down meteorites and stuff like that. But I'm kind of disappointed. Based on the voice actress for Crimson, I really thought that Diana was older and, like, a more seasoned soldier than Jake. She's kind of the love interest slash, like, This just a little bit younger than him.
Oh wow. I wonder why she has such an awesome suit. Maybe he gave that to her to protect her or something.
Well, you have to remember that in Evangelion, the people who were piloting the Ava units were like 13 and 14 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And even in Gundam Wing, most of those pilots were 15 years old.
Well, I mean, if there's a war on humanity, then the age of people that are going to be fighting is probably going to be a lot younger, because there's not that many people left, probably. So...
Oh. But the problem with Diana, though, and maybe they're saving her stuff for a sequel. There we go. You're done, dude. Is you don't really have a lot of information on her.
Miller's gone. I need a trace running.
Uploading waypoints, Avalon.
He's faster than he looks.
Jake, we're out of time. I need that relay offline. He's not getting away. The kid's all over this.
Yeah, you can see the other guy hasn't had a haircut in 20 years. Although I think his hair would be much longer than that.
I know. Couldn't he find some kind of like rusted piece of metal and like slice off his hair a little bit or something? It's like,
hey, we got a reward.
Find it
Melee
anywhere.
lover. I like that. That's cool.
All those years he couldn't find a piece of scissors to cut off his hair.
I'm getting to that point though. I have to find a barber before human civilization is Kaputski.
Yeah. It's probably he doesn't have time. He's so busy battling aliens that he doesn't have a second to cut his hair.
Well, I mean, he does have to have a masking agent on his suit all the time.
Yeah. But you're the same. You don't have a lot of time either.
True. I have to save the internet from boredom.
That's right. You're fighting
Teleporters
boredom.
landed me on another platform. I'm closing in on Miller's location.
We feel your presence.
Ooh.
Your tiny human consciousness cannot comprehend the vastness of reality. You are still trapped in your technological infancy, and we have come to set fire to your cradle.
Miller, if there's any of you left in there, you discount the perseverance of the human spirit.
I said that.
I know.
Doing. But human beings pushed to the edge are every bit as dangerous as your XADA.
Uh-huh.
This ends here, one way or another.
That was very interesting.
Yep.
So, I mean, humanity has to live long enough to see itself become slugs. I don't know.
know, right?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Ugh, gross.
Bring it, evil. Ow. Okay, that was quite painful. I didn't really enjoy that. Die! Please? No? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Scale it back there, Tonto.
Yep.
Let's not do anything completely dangerous. Dangerous and unnecessary. To become cockroach people.
The relay signal is close. You're right on top of him.
All or nothing.
You shall become part of something infinite.
And gross.
You shall be nothing.
Jake, don't let him wait for you. That's an order.
Yeah, see? She's his superior officer. How could she be 22? See, something has to be wrong on their website. Maybe they mean
I
like
don't
she's
understand.
32. Because
Well, I mean, she could be a superior officer and be younger.
I don't know.
It'd be hard. It's hard to imagine that, though.
Whoa.
I don't know how that would happen, though.
Slug man. Whoa. Slugman got an upgrade.
Yeah. I mean, like, if I had a choice between dying and becoming one of these, I would definitely choose to die. I'm sorry, but it's just like... I guess, like, the enemy or the bad guys always are afraid. Like, they always, like, choose to be these things out of fear. Like, they're like, oh, I don't want to not survive, so I'd rather survive as a slug creature.
Well, whatever.
Like, I don't know.
We're gonna take this guy down.
Yeah.
So long, dude. It's been nice knowing you.
Oh, yeah, you can kind of freeze him there.
Kinda, sort of. Hey, 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 easy there, fella. I'm sorry, what? Did you say identify yourself? Identify this! Ow.
This just reminds me of the Borg in Star Trek.
If the Borg were gross slug-like aliens, then yes. I could see that. Okay, let's not do that. That hurts. Thank you kindly. Whoa, 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 easy there. Everything that you're doing, you need to do the opposite because you are literally causing me pain. I'm in pain right now. Whoa.
Well, if you were playing... Wait, are you not playing as Crimson, are you?
No.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, if
it looks red to you because, like, we're in a volcano.
Is red. Yeah.
The whole Earth is about to explode.
Well, when you play as Crimson, it's probably a lot stronger.
Oh, yeah. You kidding me? Crimson, in case we fail, I have Crimson on standby because she is a level 19. Yeah. And you have to remember, her stats are much better than Avalon, so she was kicking butt as a level 15 when he was a level 10.
Yeah.
She is a level 19 now. And she has all kinds of, like, really cool new abilities, too.
Yeah.
But nothing beats her super move where she causes, like, meteorites to fall from the sky. It uses all 3 of her meters, but it's worth it. So, I mean, if I tend to struggle, I'm not really worried. I'd like to try to beat the game with Avalon, because even if you bring Crimson in, you still get Avalon's ending, because the developer hasn't made more than one ending.
Oh, okay, right.
In fact, I heard for Jonathan's ending, it's ripped completely off the mobile game.
Yeah.
And there are no voice actors. Like, it's a comic book image, just like the, I mean, I need to see it for myself, but I keep hearing on Reddit that's what it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I was just trying to think about Diana if she was the superior officer, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right, that doesn't make sense, because if they've been fighting this war since they were young, they'd probably be around the same level if they were around the same age, but...
She already said that she has more experience, like, in battle than he does, too. That's why she's the pilot of Crimson.
Yeah, so if she has more experience, yeah, I would think she would be older then. It doesn't make much sense.
Also, she knew Goldie, scientist Goldie, the wife of this guy, who we killed
so
previous episodes.
she knows older people that he doesn't know, so it makes sense she'd be older.
So yeah, I think it was a error on the website's part, because...
Yeah.
But like I said, she doesn't really have much of a story at all. I believe for the Switch, they've added some type of story for her, like, through dialogue. Mm-hmm. Man, this boss is annoying. Oh, boy.
Yeah, he is annoying.
Whoa, that one hurt.
Weird claw thing.
I know, but his boss music is awesome.
Yeah.
I really like it. I love the soundtrack for this game.
Yep.
So, just a reminder, guys and gals, after this series wraps, which it's looking like, I mean, we'll do our best to get the Uncle stuff up, but the Uncle story is much, much shorter, but I've heard the levels are pretty long, and it's called Another Story, and it takes place as a prequel to this game. Actually, a literal prequel to part of Jake's story.
Yeah.
So it starts before the uncle runs into Jake in the Arctic. So I mean, it's only like 4 levels from what I hear. Mm-hmm. Whereas, you know, the Avalon thing, I believe we played like 20 levels. But because this is a mobile game, like the levels were much shorter, like to help people with playing on the go.
Right.
Each level was anywhere between 4 to 7 minutes long. So if there are 25 levels, then it doesn't really take that long to beat the game, if you think about it. No laughing!
He's laughing at you. I was like, what is that? Oh, that's that guy.
But while we have no other robot game for a while until Gundam Versus, dang it, we will be looking at Fate of Extelia for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which just came out, so...
Awesome, I can't wait.
KTEEN will survive.
I just think it would be so uncomfortable to be one of those slug creatures. I mean, how could you even laugh? Once you're a slug, it'd be just gross. Snap. I'm just saying, like... I mean, people worry if they get a bad haircut or they gain weight or something. It's like, becoming a slug would be even worse than that. Mm-hmm. It's just like, man, how could you even look at yourself in the mirror? Ouch.
Well, like it says,
no
my
offense.
End is inevitable. Ow.
It's just like, he's laughing at you, you should be laughing at him. He's a slug creature.
Oh my gosh, it was a one-hit kill! Yeah, I know. This is bad. So we used 2 revives so far. Let's take this slug down!
You're going down! Weird, gross thing.
See, this is why I don't like the guitar thing, because I don't have my Spear Lance move, which is a very powerful attack. We got him. So long, Miller.
Yay!
Unless he's going Super Saiyan, then that would kind of suck. Nope, we got it. Woof. Man, that's crazy. Alright, guys and gals, that does it for this exciting episode of Implosion. Join us tomorrow night for, yeah, the final boss, the showdown. Ooh. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Over to like, comment, subscribe, and tell us what you think of the KTEEN format in the comment section below. We'll see ya.
Cannibal Snappy Gaming, see ya!